Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Miracle Monique. I post weekly and Christian videos on my channel, and today I am going to be talking about mental health, and I just want to do more chit chat videos with you guys and stuff like that. It is Monday, May 24th, and it's 11:50, and I just the topic is mental health, but the title of this video is people's opinions. And I want to do this video because it's so common to get validation from people's opinions, and I thought that I'll share, different topics with you guys on people's opinions and stuff like that. Just have a girl to boy, girl to girl, woman to woman, woman to man conversation with you guys, because like I said, mental health is just so important, and people's opinions is aligned with mental health because it can affect our mental health. So without further ado, if you guys are new here and haven't pressed that subscribe button, go ahead and press the subscribe button, and also turn on my post notifications so you guys can get notified whenever I drop a video. I got my water right here, I got my Starbucks right here, and we are just going to get into it. I did not write anything down. So people, a lot of the times as humans, we look for validation, right? And over these past few days, I've been drawing so close to God. If you guys didn't know, I've been a Christian all my life. I fully dedicated my life to God 2 years ago. When me and the person that I was with around that time, we ended up going to this church called Harvest, and the moment we started going there, my life just changed completely. Like, I wanted to seek God, and I wanted to, be right and be on the right path. I didn't want to live an unrighteous life, and in the past 2 years, I definitely struggled with lust, and I struggled with sins, and I struggled with just so many things. I battled with depression. I've been battling with depression for so long, and I just dealt with so many things. And in this past week of me drawing close to God and really getting to know who He is, and still getting to know who He is, really changed my life around in a span of a week. And it's like my life changed completely, more than it ever did in the span of 2 years that I've been seriously dedicated to God. And I asked God, why is that? How is it that I drew so closer to you in the span of these couple of days, more than I ever did in the span of my life, in the span of 2 years? And I just felt in my heart that it wasn't meant for me to question, but to continue to enjoy what God is doing in my life right now. And that brings me to the point of people's opinions. When we go through certain situations in life, and especially as a woman, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, because men go through this as well, but women have more of an emotional, we're so quick to act out on our emotions more than men are. I'm gonna just say that, and whoever finds it sexist, whoever finds this unequal, just unequal, then I don't know what to tell you, but it is the truth. Women are more quick to act on our emotions more than men are. And when we go through certain situations, especially as a woman, we are so quick to be, we're in a stage of vulnerability. We're so vulnerable, and in our state of being vulnerable, we vent. We like to vent, right? We like to, girl, this is what I'm going through, or yeah, I'm going through this. Or for instance, say you're going through a heartbreak, like, or say you're going through a breakup. In that stage of the breakup, after the fact that you guys break up, you're in a vulnerable stage. You're like, dang, like, why did this happen? And then you end up talking to a homegirl or a homeboy or whoever, and you talk about the situation, right? You're like, I don't, this is what happened, this is what I'm gonna do, you know, I don't understand why this, why that. And sometimes you're not even questioning. Sometimes you're just mainly just venting, you know, your problems and your feelings. That's where people's opinions come in. In life, we oftentimes vent to people, and we grow through certain things. You know, we go through certain things, situations, whether good or bad. And it's funny how we validate people's opinions oftentimes. I've had my stage of searching for validation within people's opinions. Just like if I wear something that I like, and then I turn around and I'm like, hey, does this look good on me? Like, I know it looks good. I feel like it looks good. But I'm gonna ask somebody, like, hey, does this look good on me? That's seeking validation from other people. And 10 out of 10, that person is going to give you their opinion. Does that make sense? So I want to share a scripture about people's opinions, and I really want to just break down that scripture with you guys, because people's opinions and how we oftentimes seek validation in people's opinions is really like funny, right? It's really funny, because when do we not seek people's validation? Whether that's, hey, I'm gonna go to the store. Should I go to the store? Sometimes we seek people's opinions, but we don't seek our own. And that's something that I've been learning, that I learned today. And I learned that because I had to realize that I do stuff like that certain times, where I'm like, you know what? Should I get this? Should I get this? Knowing I shouldn't get it. You get what I mean? I'm not seeking my own validation. I'm trying to seek somebody else's validation before I can seek my own validation. Does that make sense? So Ephesians chapter 4, verses 22 through 24. To take off your former way of life, the old self that is corrupted by deceitful desires, to be renewed in the spirit of your minds, and to put on the new self, the one created according to God's likeness in righteousness and purity of the truth. So I just read Ephesians chapter 4, verses 23 through 24. Talks about a new thing. And what I got from verses 22 through 24, when it says to take off your former way of life, the old self that is corrupted by deceitful desires. You can literally go to somebody and seek their opinion, but they can give you a deceitful desire. It's like their own deceitful desire. And so they're gonna put that in their own opinion and share that with you. So basically what I'm trying to say is you can seek other people's opinions, but sometimes it's not good for you to hear their opinions, because they could be playing the devil's advocate, and you may not even know. And in 24 it says, and to put on the new self, the the one created according to God's likeness and righteousness and purity of truth. So like I said, you can go to someone else's, you could seek other people's opinions, but it may not be their truth. For me, I personally feel like when people have opinions, right? And they could find truth in what they believe in, but sometimes it's not even true. It's just like your own. You gotta think, what is really true if you're only seeking somebody's opinion? Is opinions truth, or are they false? An opinion is a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. So an opinion is just a view of on how you think. It's not truth, and it's not validation. At the end of the day, all we need is God's validation. We don't need to seek other people's validation in what we want, in what we have, in what we need. God is our validation. And whatever you do, whatever you give out to people, whatever you give out to this world, if you want validation, seek God, because He's the only one that's going to give you the right answer. But I wanted to do this video because people's opinions can be very tough, and they could be very weighing on our shoulders, and it could be stressful. But just know that God got you, and all you need to do is seek Him, and He's going to give you the validation that you need. You don't need to seek other people's opinions, and you don't need to seek validation from others. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My mouth is kind of dry. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.